The former U.S. president is a guest on The Graham Norton Show tonight at 10:35 p.m. on BBC One. Tonight's star-studded lineup includes Dame Judi Dench and Jamie Dornan, who are starring in Kenneth Branagh's semi-autobiographical and critically acclaimed film Belfast. Hollywood actor Salma Hayek also joins Graham as she makes her Marvel debut in Eternals, while rapper Tiny Temper features to promote his property show Extraordinary Extensions. Thunder Road singer Bruce Springsteen and Mr. Obama also featured to promote their book and podcast Renegades, Born in the USA. Completing the show's lineup is Jessie Nelson, who performs her new single Boys. Mr. Obama's presidency ended in January 2017, upon the inauguration of his successor Donald Trump, though he has since remained active in Democratic politics and campaigned for Joe Biden during the 2020 election. In the final year in office, he received backlash in the UK for comments he made over the Brexit vote. He insisted that Britain's EU membership made it a big player on the world stage, and said that it would go to the back of the queue for trade deals with the US if it voted to leave the bloc. However, in an interview with Steve Inskeep for NPR in the immediate aftermath of the vote, Mr. Obama cautioned against hysteria over Brexit and added that the European project had been moving faster than it should have. Speaking in June 2016, Mr. Obama said, "I think the best way to think about this is, a pause button has been pressed on the project of full European integration." I would not overstate it, there's been a little bit of hysteria post-Brexit vote as if somehow NATO's gone and the transatlantic alliance is dissolving and every country is rushing off to its own quarter. That's not what's happening. What's happening is that you had a European project that was probably moving faster and without as much consensus as it should have. Mr. Obama then proceeded to list a range of problems with the EU. He added, "You have a monetary union. Although England wasn't a part of that, that was always going to be difficult to manage because the economy in Germany is very different than the economy in Italy or Greece." You have a European Union government in Brussels that, because it needs consensus from more than a couple of dozen countries, oftentimes seems overly bureaucratic and deadlocked. I think this will be a moment in which all of Europe says, all right, let's take a breath. Let's figure out how we maintain some of our national identities, how do we preserve the benefits of integration and how do we deal with some of the frustrations our voters are feeling. Mr. Obama was demonstrating a change of tack from when he visited London in April 2016, a couple of months before the Brexit vote. He said, "Part of being friends is being honest before laying out a range of perceived perils to leaving the bloc." Standing alongside Prime Minister at the time David Cameron, Mr. Obama warned that the UK would be at the back of the queue in any trade deal with the US. He explained he had to weigh in over the high-stakes referendum, in an intervention that delighted Remain campaigners and infuriated Leave supporters. Though Mr. Obama conceded that the referendum was the sovereign choice of the British people, he said it was important for voters to listen to the opinions of allies. The president argued that it was much more efficient for the U.S. to negotiate with the EU as a bloc, rather than attempt to make piecemeal trade agreements. Ben Rhodes, a former White House advisor, later claimed in his memoir that Mr. Obama's Brexit intervention was a personal request from Number 10. Watch the Graham Norton Show tonight at 10:35 on BBC One.